Oh. This isn't even the right intro. This is one. But it's not yet.
Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the Brad Woto stream. But first, it's time for...
What's under the orange flannel?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another fantastic edition of What's Under the Orange Flannel. Wait, first you've got to get a look at it, right? Let's have a look. What is that? Again. Chat's ability to roll well today. A really good stick stroll. A single chopstick. American pantsu. Hot dog. 3 chopsticks.
Activating combat mode.
Freedom. Free. What do you think is under the orange flannel today? What could it be? Oh, I do wonder what it could be. Screams the chat. Let's have a look. You guys think it's a really good stick or a single chopstick? It is in fact a stroll. You were close. Not close enough. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's Sunday. I haven't been here for a couple of days. Everything in my life went wrong. Have felt absolutely horrendous for the last couple of days. Just struggled completely. I had to spend Friday just sort of like getting my brain into a place where I could like GM. I managed to switch it on, get that fucking engine going for a couple of hours to run non-canon on Friday night. But my god, did I feel awful on Friday. It was like my heart wasn't working, which is actually basically what was happening, because I'm coming off of medicine which reduces my heart rate and blood pressure. So sometimes, basically this medicine just makes you fucking feel woozy as fuck. My heart rate just goes up and down and up and down, and it fucking sucks, dude. It is crazy. If your heart moves around a bit too much, is that a bug? What is that? If your heart moves around too much, if your heart's beating at the wrong pace, you feel nuts. You feel nuts. It just makes you feel fucking crazy. And then Saturday, I had such a killer headache all day. Not that I stream on Saturdays anymore, but horrible headache all day. Luckily, I feel a bit more human today. I still don't feel like, you know, brand new or anything, but Jesus Christ. I just want to be able to do like a fucking full week of streams that are all the length of a stream that I would like to normally stream. A sentence. It's so annoying, man. It sucks, dude. It sucks. Why do you need this medication? I'm not telling you anything, Pranav. I'm not telling you. You can't be trusted. I'm glad you enjoyed non-canon. I really sort of like had to psych myself up. Like, honestly, it was one of those like moments where like the stage, you're on the stage, there's no light on my face, right? There's just a curtain. And then Whack and PB were like, and lights, camera, action. And I was like this. Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. It's me, your host, Braid Woax. And then as soon as the show ended, you know, it comes down, I was like, I just fucking barely, I went straight to bed. Just fucking awful. I went straight to bed and woke up with the worst headache. Just horrible couple of days. Sometimes you can do that though. It's a weird feeling. I tell you what, doing this kind of job or any job that involves you to have to sort of like turn it on, it is weird how you can train yourself, even when you feel very unwell sometimes, to sort of turn all the lights on and be like, and go. And then you have to like go. And then as soon as it ends, you're like, you're double dead though. It's almost like masking, but it's more like, I think it's more like an adrenaline jolt. Like you give yourself an adrenaline, but I think it's debt magic because it always comes at this like weird price where you're sort of taking energy from tomorrow. And you will feel very, very exhausted the next day. So you sort of just absorb, I don't know, you just pay a price for it, almost like a hangover of energy. Which is, I think, a little bit what happened to me. I think I went into Friday night, I got in bed. You know when you have a headache all night? It wasn't a migraine, I get migraines. This was just like a pretty solid headache is what it was. But you have it all night while you're asleep. Oh, every time you wake up, it's like someone is fucking treading on your face and you're like, oh God, it's still there. Sure hope it goes away if I roll over, and you wake up again and you're like, ah, fuck, it's still there. I had that all day. It went away last night quite late, but I did, you know, when you sort of notice, you're like, oh my God, the headache's gone, thank God. By the time, at some point yesterday, I sat down and did the Final Fantasy 16 DLC, the first one, for the first time. I've not done the DLCs before. Echoes of the Fallen. And what do we say about DLCs, guys? What's the rules? Hey, I feel like there are rules to this shit. Don't play it. Don't play it. I've heard that the second DLC is good. Rising Tides or whatever it's called. Yeah, don't play it. Don't play Echoes of the Fallen, guy. Just avoid it. Pretend it didn't happen. Hi, Quackster. Oh, Quackster's already pissed off with me because I didn't say hello as soon as they walked in. Fuck this streamer. He doesn't talk to his chat. I hate this guy. What time is it in America? Is it 1 hour later or 1 hour earlier? It's 1 hour later, isn't it? The stream has started here. It's 10. Normally I start at 9. The loopy post-headache feeling, yeah, and you're just all like, whoa. Yeah, it was daylight savings last night. In California, it is 7. That's not true. There's no way that's true. That's only 6 hours, isn't it? What is that? Texas. Texas makes sense. That's middle of the country. Mountain time. Is Texas mountain time? Is that what you call it over there? Anyway, yeah, we had our daylight savings. I think it's next week for America. Last time we had daylight savings at the beginning of the year, it was like 2 weeks. There was a long time between America catching up. Why doesn't the whole world do it at the same time? I mean, it's already the most annoying thing in the world that no one wants, daylight savings. So why do we stagger it with when people do it as well? Just to make it even more confusing. It's so annoying for stuff like this when you just have the same time. I saw a TikTok the other day. I might actually have saved it. Where a guy has my theory. He was like, bro, what are we even why do we even have different times? Let alone times. He's not talking about time zones, but he's going on about he's autistic, but he's, you know, I mean, look, shut the fuck up.
Yes or no answer only, sir. Is right now, is everything that's happening right now happening at the same time right now? Yes or no?
Yes.
The end.
Same is true at 2 in the morning here.
Right.
2 in the afternoon there.
Right, everything is happening. So why can't we just say, if we said right now is 1, right? And China right now said, it's also 1. And everyone was like, hey, at 1, let's have a phone call. Wouldn't everyone have the phone call at the same time? Yes or no? Just yes or no? Just yes or no. That's all. Just,
Yes, but you're missing
see?
the point. You're missing the point.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reclaiming my time. So, reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
This is true.
We're still on time zones. Time zones, though, back to time zones. It would be a lot easier for everybody if we just went with one time zone. Doesn't matter where the sun is or isn't.
But it's darker.
People who have friends and family and work that exists only in their country. So if all of your friends live in your town, if all of your family live nearby, and if your job is in that country as well, this doesn't mean anything to you. But if you have to do anything outside of your own time zone, it's a fucking nightmare. It makes this job a nightmare. It makes table story planning a nightmare. Getting people to the same place at the same time. We've had to delay shows on Table Story so many, year after year. We can't start shows or do, you know, a new show, I mean, because you're just trying to get everyone there and get the viewership to understand. It's the most annoying thing. I completely agree with currency and language as well. Let's have one currency. Let's have one language. I don't care what it is. By the way, I don't care what time zone it is either. GMT, I don't give a shit. By that logic, instead of an understanding of time zones, we'd have to understand which hours would be considered daytime around the world, which is arguably more complex. No, it isn't, because it would just be it would just be daytime, wouldn't it? Or it wouldn't. I mean, we already have that. Go to that place in Scandinavia that's daytime all day. It's irrelevant because it would still just be 1. You know, even if it was like we do it based on where it's, because I don't care if it's 9 a.m. right now, but it's. Well, I guess we'd have to do a 24-hour clock. I'm running into problems already. But I don't care if it was 9, but reality is that it's 2 in the afternoon for me right now. But if the clock said 9, I'd be like, it's 9. And after a month, I'd be used to it. A month, I'd be used to it. Do you know what I mean? Space, time.
How does that affect what time it is, meaning now?
Yeah, it
Great,
doesn't.
So go to work when the sun comes up.
Could be
How does that change
10
what time
o'clock
it
at
is?
night.
Military time for everyone. Well, everywhere except for America does military time, right? We do military time in the UK and it always freaks out Americans. We use military time all the time. It says on my clock right now, 14:21.
The sun to the time of day.
As people have since the beginning of time.
Does that mean it's correct?
No light.
Just no matter what the clock number says, honestly, we're not kidding here. No matter what, no, I'm serious. No matter what number is on the clock, does the sun still not come up whenever it comes up? Yes or no?
I'm kind of on this guy's side, man.
If you say the sun
There's
comes
obviously
up at 1,
problems.
and I say it comes up at 6 because I'm in a different time zone, it's still doing the same. There's not 2 suns. I'm correct, yes? No. Or is a yes or no answer only, sir?
I couldn't agree more with this, and I think we should do it. I'm sick of the time zones. I'm sick of different languages as well. Pick one. I don't care which one. I don't care which language. I don't care which time zone. I don't care which country. I'm like all in for globalization. Is that what it's called? Time is based on the sun for humans. Yeah, let's just change that though, because we made it up. You know, we can just change things that we made up. I still don't understand why we're living by these weird rules that were made by a bunch of absolute idiots. Even the smartest person alive in the year 3 was dumb as shit compared to our smartest guy alive now. You know? Why are we living by those rules? It doesn't make sense to me, and it never has. Why is the world all divvied up into these lines? Why have we given everyone a little patch of land and we're like, that's called Russia? No. Just get rid of it all. It's so stupid. Someone else made all that up and they've been dead for so long. It's insane that we're still listening to what they say. You know? It's like being 65 and still just doing what your parents tell you all day. And you don't have like a learning disability or something. It's so embarrassing that we live that way. Grow up. Let's change everything. Globalization. God. Humans aren't meant to function with time zones as we have them. They were created when trains became a big hit so that in nearby areas people would know what time trains would arrive and depart. Right, but it would still be the same time on the board because everyone would just look up and it would say 2. The train arrives at 2:21. It doesn't matter if 2:21 is what used to be 3:21 or 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. or 4 in the morning. Because it would still just arrive at 2:21. Very hippie of you. It's not hippie. I don't need kumbaya. I don't ever want to be getting along exactly. I'm just tired. And I just want everything done quicker. I think, imagine how much further into the future we would be if we didn't have all this like fucking around. And everyone just worked together. There was one corporation and one government. Everything would get done. And yeah, you can argue like technology only advances when there's wars, but that's not as much the case anymore. Because we have the information age. Jet lag would suck. Jet lag wouldn't suck. Because there would be no such thing as time. So you just get there and get up when you want, and go to sleep when you want, and figure it out. You'd never have jet lag again. Have you considered that it's all because big time zone corporations want to control us? I don't even know if that's true, but it's probable. It's probable. Big clock. Big Ben. Do whatever Big Ben says.
Why do people forget
that there is island with no snakes or dangerous spiders?
First of all, sold. I'm moving to Tahiti.
This is Tahiti. It is island controlled by France. Here
Never mind. Huh? No, I cancelled the plane ticket. I've changed my mind.
lives almost 200,000 people who every year makes around $5 billion. Here they make most money from tourism because Tahiti look very nice.
How is there no spiders
But
in
they also have resources like wood, fruits, fish, and oysters with pearls that black and worth much money. Treasure oysters is underrated resource. Fun fact: in Tahiti, the people invent
This is Lux's real accent.
water called bungalow.
We have those. I used to
And
live
in
in one.
Tahiti, they also
By
have
the way, it
no
wasn't in the water, but it is called a bungalow.
snakes or poison spiders.
I mean, already.
Very
sold.
nice.
Very nice.
Please follow.
Now, here's the thing that I never can get my head around. Like, Tahiti is...
why
Tahiti is... God damn it. It's just a little dot that you can barely see down here, right? That's terrifying to me. Like, even Hawaii scares me. One big wave, you know? Scares the shit out of me, dude.
Or is a yes or no?
I assume you've seen this by now, but this is my favorite thing I've ever seen.
Through the perilous fights for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare. Can I go back? Can I go back, please? Bombs bursting.
We're live.
And then I got
He
too
said,
nervous.
You're still live.
Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say does that star spangled way for the land of the free.
Try not to laugh so much, dude.
And
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know who this is. I hate the way she's singing. And I'm sorry, Loomis. Just so... Takes so long to get one word out. She sounds like that. You know that meme where the fucking it zooms in on the face and it gets all distorted? Just up and down, up and down, up and down. Just the most annoying way to sing. But the way that she was live and she fucked it up. And she's like, oh, can I go back? Dude, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Can I go back? Can I go back, please? Bombs bursting, and then I got too nervous.
Dude. Dude. Oh. I fucked it up. Can I go back? It's live. Why doesn't she know that? Did someone not tell her? I mean, I would have assumed someone would tell her, but if they did and she just forgot, her brain just went blank. I mean, just the worst thing I've ever seen in every way. I watched it 50 times.
Hey, want to hang out this weekend?
No.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Well,
This is if you have complex trauma.
Hey, want to hang out this weekend?
No.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Well, I should get going.
Oh, do you have a busy day or something?
I don't feel like talking anymore. We should totally grab coffee. I can't. Why? I just don't want to. What? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to cancel. Yes. Wait, did you just say yes? Yes. I was hoping you'd cancel. Okay. I was not at all looking forward to it. What?
Hey, want to hang out this weekend?
It's me with 50% of the social events that I go to. I mean, I do really want to go outside though. I haven't been able to go and do anything for a really long time properly. Killing me. Strumming my pain with his finger. We have a lot of TikTok submissions to get through. I think we have 33 of them. I'd like a few more. Can we get a few more? What was the maximum that we hit last time? 36? Can we get a few more submissions? Thanks very much. On the Discord, we'll go through those. Either tomorrow or Tuesday. At some point, I've got some more Taskmaster episodes that I would like to watch. We've got 2 of them. So we'll do a day where we watch some TV. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow. Because maybe tomorrow. When does that Dragon Age game come out? Sort of need to play a new game, don't I? You guys are sick of watching Wukong. Am I near the end of Wukong? Probably not. I could beat it. But do I wanna? What do you think? Where are we at? Yeah, maybe we'll just watch some shit tomorrow. Dragon Age is Thursday. Alright, we'll do a couple more days of Wukong, see where we land. See how it feels. I was gonna try and find some cool boss music for Lyri. What do we got here? Oh, I wish we had an Epidemic Sound subscription for Table Story. The ones that we use are cool, but the Epidemic Sound have absolutely upped their game on TTRPG channel background music. And now I would like you to subscribe to Table Story so we could afford that, please. Thank you. Pretty good. How does this sound? This is good. It needs to go on for a while, and I can extend songs now. This is better. We just need 500 gift subs on Table Story so we can get Brad Epidemic Sound. Yeah, I mean, you guys, PB doesn't need it because PB just plays the most. Like, she just plays some weird tonal fucking looping tonal sounds that sound like the type of thing that you would hypnotize someone to. And then once you've got that going, you're good. You just play that and then just hypnotize people for 3 hours. And then at the end of it, everyone goes, did I even watch anything? I don't even know if I watched something. Did I even just watch something? And then someone else goes, yes, it was very good. And you go, oh, yes, it was very good. All right, let's see if this is capturing. Check this feature out. Let me just turn this down a little. Remix. Enable remix. Clip analysis. Watch this. This shit is fucking nuts, dude. Let's see if I just grab this little section and then extend it by 3 minutes. Look at that. So, did you see how quick that was? This is insane. Look. How nuts is that, dude? Now extend this part as well. Oh my god, dude. And now look, I can just extend the entire thing by repeating it like this. Probably about here, right? If I had to guess. You know what? I think probably we can get away with this. Let me do it again. Where was it? Wasn't there? Fucked it up, boy. Where was it? Gotta match that little waveform. Goes like this. Wait, which waveform? This one. With this. Oh, I see. I must be one fucking frame off. You can do this better in Audition, by the way, but I'm not putting much effort into that. I refuse. Yeah, the remix isn't in Audition, I don't think, though, is it? Dude, how annoying is that? Remix, Audition, please. Thank you. Can we get a fucking remix? And now we have a 30-minute version of a boss battle theme. Fucking Adobe Premiere, absolutely saving my life for extending music so that it just plays forever. The best. Now we have a boss battle theme. And you might be screaming to yourself, screaming. Why do we need a boss battle theme, Braid? We don't. Or do we? It's time to play D&D.
Rice, Leary, rice, rice, Leary, rice. Whoa! They are the sword, they are the shield. Rice, Leary, rice, rice, Leary, rice. Whoa! Little goblin, little demon. Rice, Leary, rice, rice, Leary, rice. Whoa! Roll a dice, have a word kill. Rice, Leary, rice, rice, Leary, rice. Whoa! Whoa! Rise, Leary, rise up and fight. Win, win. Let's go win and let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad. Rise, Leary, rise up and fight. Win, win. Let's go win and let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad. Rise, Leary, rise up and fight. Win, win. Let's go winning. Let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad. Rise, Leary, rise up and fight. Win, win. Let's go win and let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad. Whoa!
That's right. It's time to continue playing Twitch Plays D&D. This is where you're at, of course. The magic circles. The magic circles. The stone, what was it called? The ancient stone circle. So, previously you unlocked the world map for Badgerbrook West, which you unlocked a couple of weeks ago and decided to search before heading back to Badgerbrook to get on with the main quest. You're doing all of the side quests in this open world game. You teleported due to a wheel spin to the monument last week. Got into a fight with something and left an amulet behind because you teleported again to the stone circle, which looks a lot like this. It looks a lot like this. You and as the protagonist, Lyri, as well as Snotflap. Oh yeah, you got the Frost Heart Orb last week, which was an item that you pulled from a creature that you were fighting with. Wow, it would be great if I could click anything. Dude, switching over to Foundry immediately. Switching over to Foundry. If I could just generate things in Foundry as quickly as I can in Roll20, it would be all over. It would be all over for this website. Right, let's open them back up. Cool, still can't click it. Don't know why. Excellent. Still can't click it. So we're just going to have to live. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do, was it? Magical stone orb about the size of a golf ball. Equipping this cursed magical item provides the benefits. The following benefits. You gain immunity to fire damage. You become vulnerable to cold damage. Additionally, in cold environments, the wearer must make a constitution saving throw every hour or gain 1 level of exhaustion. So you have that magic item. So the way this works is you have items that you can equip, potions that you can equip, magic items that you can equip, 2 slots, and a scroll that you can equip. So you currently have 1 magic item, the Frost Heart Orb, equipped. This is so the most like RPG I've ever run a D&D game, by the way, and I kind of love it. God, free me. Free me from this hell. Someone give me $100,000. That's all it would take. And then I can just write my own fucking RPG. Huh? Who was I talking to? I wasn't speaking. I don't know what you're talking about. Those are the thoughts that are inside my brain. You have this new item. Now you did get some XP last week, but I didn't give you it, so we're going to do that right now because I think you might level up. Thank you for the subs. Again, this is a D&D game that you can interact with money. By subscribing, every 10 subs, we spin the wheel. Holy cow, you're proficient in literally everything. Me? Or this character? This character is proficient in 4 things. Athletics, intimidation, perception, survival. Welcome to the game. You are this character, not me. So every 10 subs, we spin that wheel. You've just earned 1 wheel spin. Let's see. Now, what did you fight last week? It was this thing, which was 200 XP, which is 100 XP to Lyri, and 100 to Snotflap. So, yeah, you didn't level up, never mind. You have 698 XP out of 900. At 900, you'll go from level 2 to level 3. Okay? Okay. After a moment, you teleport to the location known as the Ancient Stone Circle. A sort of ancient looking ritual site with thin patches of grass that run across this cliffside circle, hidden and kind of lost, stony soil underfoot as Lyri and Snotflap appear suddenly. In this clearing, there's sort of a ring of these stones that have lightly glowing symbols on them. These sort of faint traces of symbols that are shifting and changing with an arcane energy. It's a pretty calm and solemn area. And I think you get the idea that it's probably some sort of ritual site. Now, let's spin the wheel and see what you get. So whenever we hit 10 subs here, the only reason I do this stream is literally for money. I don't do it for any other reason. I don't enjoy it. It isn't my favorite stream of the week. But it is monetized, because this is how I now earn money exclusively through this. So every 10 subs that we get, we spin the wheel and a random thing will happen, and it will be this time because the wheel is spinning. Damn. That second magic item slot about to happen. What if we generate... This is a procedurally generated campaign. So I don't really come in with any prep before these sessions. I just come in and we generate the entire thing here and now, because I think that's fun. It also reduces my workload, but it is fun to do. So what if I was to do this? Hey, ChatGPT, generate... There's no way this is going to work. Generate me a table of... Let's see. Damn, another wheel spin. Here we go. While that generates me. The next roll is going to be a 20. No matter what you roll, it will be a natural 20. Guys, would you like... No, we won't use it for this. Start rolling the dice. Exclamation point roll d20 in the chat will allow you to roll the dice. Start rolling. Because this is your magic item, but this isn't going to use up your natural 20. Hi, Floral. A 10. Let's see. You have been granted the Amulet of the Undaunted. Grants advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Appearing around Lyri's neck. That actually is pretty good. Is the Amulet of the Undaunted. Which I guess what we'll do, because I think it's fun, is we'll add it as a handout, and then I'll come in here to magical items every time we need the information for it, rather than blocking up Lyri's page. We'll do it this way. So there's a sort of magic effect in the world called the Spellwind. The Spellwind TM, trademark registered. And randomly, it will generate you little things, such as a magical item. "6'5", 156 pounds, Slender Man. Are you attacking me? And what are you? 4'2", 412 pounds, a dwarf. A troll. A literal troll. A dwarf in full armor, but the full armor is somehow his skin. A dwarf wearing adipose fat as armor. Alright, cool. So you have... so the way that the items work in this, again, magical items, is you can equip one or the other. Now, magic items, I think you can unequip and you can, you know, re-equip as and when you want them, like a video game. So, you could take off the Frost Heart Orb and put on a different item. At the moment, you only have 2. At the moment, you only have 2. Two slots. 2 items, 2 slots. Put some art in there. Bam! The Amulet of the Undaunted. Oh, it works now. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I think as you appear in this sort of stone circle, this amulet appears around Lyri's neck. Lyri's aware that it's nothing to do with the stone circle. There is just these magical effects. It's just a natural part of life here in this world, which we haven't named, this setting. You now have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Don't forget, I will. This is on you to remember forever. So you have the 2 items of a Frost Heart Orb and the Amulet of the Undaunted. Your spell scroll at the moment is Create Bonfire. This is how you cast spells in this whole set. Everyone who has the ability to cast magic has a plain piece of vellum, and sometimes inscribed on it is a spell that you can use. Sometimes a limited amount of times, but a cantrip will be forever. You have a potion that you can drink whenever you want, which will temporarily increase your intelligence score. And those items can be equipped and unequipped. So the Amulet of Undaunting, is that what it was? Is the item that you have. You also have the Frost Heart Orb, and those 2 are equipped. You have a whip now? Did you get a new whip? Did you get a new whip, or did I just never untick it? Oh yeah, you did. You bought it, didn't you? Right. You have a whip. A whip. Cool whip. A cool whip you have. What a cool whip. Snotflap, the goblin companion with you. Sniffs at the air. Smells like death. Lyri looks to Snotflap, looks around the area. It seems pretty okay, the area here. But you can make a perception or an investigation check. Now, Lyri has much better perception, a +2. But your next check will be a natural 20, which we're just going to consume. As Lyri takes a few steps forward, they spot at the center of this circle a singular large circular stone, which begins to vibrate and glow very quietly, as if it wasn't trying to draw your attention, but you see it. The moment that Lyri sort of recognizes that this thing is activating in some way, it says,
Who dares disturb the sacred grounds of the stone circle? Leave or prove your worth to the ancient spirits.
what does Lyri do? Who dares disturb the sacred grounds of the stone circle? Leave or prove your worth to the ancient spirits. Leave. Prove your worth. There's the first two options. And this is your chance to come up with some creative options here in the chat room. You can suggest anything to me at this point when you see the poll on the screen. Throw suggestions out. Would be great if I could do anything today. Maybe it's my hands that aren't working. The ancient spirits should prove their worth to me. Ask how to prove their worth. Is it a riddle? Offer the potion of knowledge. Mock the voice and accept the challenge. Say Snotflap dares. Kiss the stone circle respectfully. My name is Lyri, nice to meet you. Ask for the manager. Okay. The origin of the voice is coming from the central piece of stone, the circular stone which lit up. Who dares disturb the sacred grounds of the stone circle? Leave or prove your worth to the ancient spirits. You can leave. You can prove your worth. The ancient spirits should prove their worth to me. Ask how to prove their worth. Is it a riddle? Offer the potion of knowledge. Lyri mocks the voice and accepts the challenge. Say Snotflap dares. Kiss the stone circle respectfully. My name is Lyri, nice to meet you. Or ask for the manager. The choice is yours, chat. Alright, let's see. Ask how to prove their worth. Is it a riddle? Lyri says, How? How do I prove my worth? Is this some sort of riddle?
There are many trials you must pass. The first is a trial of strength. Leave or prove your worth.
Accept the trial of strength. Yes. No. Leave. The choice is yours. bought some straws to drink from in the hopes that it would sort of incentivize me to drink more. I don't think I actually have a hydration problem for once in my life at the moment, but I'm scared. I'm scared of everything, and having an unbelievable amount of health anxiety this week. So thanks so much, everyone, for your support, apart from Lele, who just keeps reminding me of it. You are not rested. Yes. I accept your trial of strength.
Very well.
And that is why we needed boss battle music, guys. Let us move on to the trial of strength. In a burst of magic, which sounds like that, a column of light erupting up from the central stone circle. A creature appears before you. A strange, stone-skinned looking human with a twisted face, a mockery of a skull, claws reaching out for you. In one hand is a sort of spectral hammer. In the other, some shifting and swirling magic. The Spirit Guardian stands before you. It's time to roll initiative. Go. Exclamation point, roll d20 in the chat room. Lyri has a +2 to our initiative. And Snotflap will go on a 12. The Spirit Guardian will go on a 10. We take the second roll from now on so that we can flush out the previous roll. And remember, all subs go towards a wheel spin. A wheel spin. Did Shadow get both? He's abusing his powers as a mod. He's abusing his power. A 5 +2 +2. You will go on a 7. Wait. Oh, I rolled for Snotflap to go on a 12, right? The first one to respond to this combat is Snotflap, who says,
What? I didn't agree to a trial of strength. Oh, shit.
pulling out his sort of warp dagger. He launches it at the creature. An 8. This thing just flies past the Spirit Guardian. Snotflap will teleport to it, but he ends up over here.
Well, good luck.
The Spirit Guardian will go now. The Spirit Guardian starts stepping forward. With every step, he materializes more and more, going from a sort of arcane spectral image to a much more physical looking stone-fleshed giant stepping towards Lyri. He will attempt to life drain Lyri. A 21's going to be a hit. I need a Constitution saving throw from you in the chat, or you will take 1 point of exhaustion. You take 4 necrotic damage as this creature drains some life from Lyri. And your Constitution is a +3. You have a +3 to this roll. We take the second number rolled, and it will come up saying, the winning roll is... blah, blah, blah.
The trial of strength commences.
The winning roll is a 2. So, Lyri takes 1 point of exhaustion. Ding. You have disadvantage on ability checks, which are these ones here. Well, these ones. Is that the end of its turn? Yes. It is now Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? Now I'll put in the standard options again. If I can find them. You can attack melee with the rapier. Attack ranged with a longbow. I don't think you have an action surge, right? Did you use it? Did you guys? You didn't take a rest, right? Did you get something that consumed? Because you definitely used it in the last fight, I think. You tell me. Disengage. Use scroll, bonfire. Move without disengaging. Dodge. Equip shield. You used the net 20, yes. Any other options? Does Lyri's celestial resistance reduce the necrotic damage? Yes, you have resistance to necrotic damage and radiant damage. Good catch. +2. HP back. Is equip shield in action? Yes. You short rested at the monument. I don't remember you short resting at the monument. I feel like the fight ended and then you teleported, but I don't know. You'll have to tell me. This is why you need to remember this shit. Well, let's roll on this anyway. If we unequip the orb, does the exhaustion go away? Why would that do that? You're fighting the spirit guardian of the magic circle. How do I get the poll? You just type in the chat room. You type the number next to the thing you want to win in the chat room. There you go. You voted for melee attack with a rapier, and so did everyone else. Here we go. Start rolling, chat. Your attack roll with the rapier. So this means you currently have the rapier and no shield equipped. Not the longbow. The rapier comes out. You have a +4 to hit with this. Now the longbow, you have an extra +2 to hit with. Keep rolling. Shadows. 18 doesn't count. Next roll. +4. As Lyri pulls out this blade. You know what? A 6 +4 is 10. Swiping at this creature. Catching a piece of this creature's skin, which, again, areas of this creature just look as if they're made entirely out of stone. Catching that part on the rapier, just seeing sparks fly off this creature and recognizing that it did not do anything. It did nothing to this enormous stone spirit guardian. Okay. Back to the poll. What does Lyri do? Now you've used your action to attack, and disengage and use a scroll. You can move, and you can stay put. Now if you move out of this creature's threat range, it may use its reaction to get a free attack against you. I think that's it. You do have a second wind thing that you can do, which is a heal. It's a D10 plus 2 heal. You've only lost 2 HP. Lyri is a level 2 fighter. But an archer build. So being in melee range is not super ideal. Shield on her back. Bow on their back. Just a fencing with this giant right now, basically. Staying put. Okay. The end of Lyri's turn. Snotflap recollecting that weapon. Snotflap's a little injured, which makes me feel like you didn't do a short rest. Throwing this thing again across the field. Snotflap attempts to attack with the Warp Strike dagger. Natural 20 from Snotflap here. He deals 8 piercing damage to this creature. Does it take full damage? Yes. It does. And then he immediately teleports to it, retrieving it. And if the dagger hits, the creature needs to make a dex saving throw or be disoriented. Oof, a fail. This is incredible from Snotflap here. The creature is disoriented, gives them disadvantage on their next attack roll on their turn. Snotflap can then use a bonus action to disengage and then run backwards away from the creature as well. This is how Snotflap works. He's built like Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. Okay. Snotflap's turn over. Spirit Guardian will now attempt to hit Lyri with the Spectral Hammer with disadvantage. This enormous hammer, which it looks incorporeal, and then as it brings this thing back and swings it towards Lyri, you see the hammer take a more corporeal form. The handle becoming real. The huge stone ending, looking like a giant Mjolnir, swinging towards Lyri, takes form as it sort of hardens on approach. We've all been there, lads. Here we go. Disadvantage makes that a natural 1. For the Spirit Guardian. Thank you so much for the subs, by the way. Kiyorki, Chiclet, Cold War Nerd, Nico Midori, Rolling Thunder, Lux. Lux, who I'm still mad with. If you want to know why I'm mad with Lux and upset with Lux right now, I'll tell you if we get 3 more subs. Bubu, how are you doing? I wasn't shit talking you in Orcish's channel the other day, I promise. I just said maybe Bubu isn't a teacher and definitely works for Langley and works for the CIA and just can't tell anyone what they really do. There it is. There it is. Shadow, Durky Dirk Theory, thank you so much for the subs. 100% a CIA agent. Dude. For sure. And you get a wheel spin as well. Okay. Let's do the natural one first. Roll me a d20, guys. I have a fumble table that we'll use to determine what happens to this creature with his melee critical hit failure. You give this up to the CIA. Oh, don't make me laugh too hard. My heart honestly isn't working very well, and it's the weirdest, scariest feeling. And sometimes when I like laugh or breathe in really quickly, my heartbeat, I get heart arrhythmia and it skips a beat. Wow, so scary. The worst feeling ever. If anyone's ever had an arrhythmia to their heart, the worst, most terrifying feeling. Had it for 4 days. Well, I kind of had it for months, but had it for 4 days straight right now. I'm on a record. Tachycardia, yeah, it is so uncomfortable. It makes you feel so woozy and like you're going to pass out. Keep rolling, keep rolling. We'll take the second roll. There it is, a 5. Swinging too wildly, the creature will roll and apply the damage to itself. So it will take 6 slashing damage to itself there as it swings wildly. I think Lyri just does this kind of cool, like, you know when people do that backwards, like they're about to do a limbo thing? Lyri's blue hair swishing out behind them as this enormous hammer swings. You see the creature strike that enormous stone column to the left of it. A piece of stone from the wall around the stone circle falling down, some of the rocks tumbling and crushing onto the creature, dealing a little bit of bludgeoning damage to it. Cool. I think it's going to continue standing there. It seems to be hyper focused on Lyri. It is Lyri's turn, but first let's spin the wheel because I will forget. I will forget. Thank you again for the subs, everyone. Harambe, thank you very much. Resubs count. Gold! Always believe in your soul. Start rolling, guys. Roll d20 and you'll get that much gold. We'll take the second number in the chat. Keep rolling, keep rolling. How much gold will you acquire? How much gold will you acquire? Let's see. Is it that one? An 8? 8 gold coins. As this creature, the spirit guardian, strikes the wall, the pieces of stone falling down, some of them, as the spell wind kind of flows through, transform into gold coins, landing around the area. Snotflap's eyes lighting up.
Ah, is that gold?
Lyri makes a note of where the coins land, and while technically you haven't picked them up, we're going to assume that you will. You will gain 8 gold. It was 8 gold, right? So you have 21 gold pieces currently. The sheet doesn't automatically update in the chat room there. We just update it every time you level up. So you have 21 gold right now. It is now Lyri's turn. So what does Lyri do? Let's put those options back in there. My God, I wish I could figure out a way to do this. You can attack melee. You can disengage from the creature. This is an action. But it will safely let you step back from the creature without taking an attack of opportunity from it. And then you can move backwards. You can use your scroll. You can try and move backwards without disengaging. You can equip your shield, which is also an action. And any other suggestions from the chat? Otherwise, we'll take those mechanical actions there. You can dodge. Yep, dodging will allow you to... will give the creature disadvantage to hit you, but it is your action. I should probably note that for anyone who's not a D&D aficionado. Try to intimidate. You know what? It's an intimidation check. The creature. What's RAC? It is 13 without the shield, 15 with the shield, right? Yeah, 13. Not great for a fighter, but you are an archer build. Attempt to make it drop the hammer. So that is a disarm action. Hand it the gold. It's a trial of moral strength. Okay, those are some good options. Vote by typing the number next to the thing you want to do in the chat room. Attack it with a rapier, disengage, move back from it without it hitting you. Use a scroll, move without disengaging, equip a shield, dodge it, try to intimidate, attempt to make it drop the hammer, hand back the gold. What would you like to do here? A choice. You. You are going to disengage from the creature and then presumably move your entire movement away from it. So let's do that. Disengaging from the creature during the chaos, Lyri is able to move back and then move 30 feet away. What's the little button again? On Roll20? Shift. Don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You have a bonus action that you can use to heal, which doesn't seem like a great idea. I think that's all you can do. Oh, it's right click while you're holding it. That's right. Great. It is now Snotflap's turn. He's going to try his usual shit. Oh, a natural 1 for Snotflap. Roll me a d20, guys. Snotflap with the natty 20. It's all over for him. He's thrown it all away. Literally laughing like that has made my body heat up because my heartbeat doesn't work. So I had to open a window, and now I'm going to stand up for a minute because it might cool me down. I don't know. How crazy is that? How insane is that? It's how I've been living. Anyone have heart problems? BB's been helping me work it out because I've never had heart problems. Subscribe, guys, and remember to unsubscribe if I suddenly drop dead this week. Subscribe, but also remember to unsubscribe if I suddenly drop dead this week. Because that money will go to no one. But check in on the stream. I'll give my password to Orcish. Let's see, what did you roll? Your D20. This is a ranged attack fail. An 8. Slip. Make a DC 13 Dex save or fall prone. He's got a +4 to this. An 11. I think this completely fucks him up. I think he launches this thing. We see his weapon, which looks like something that Yuffie would use in Final Fantasy VII, fly through the air, completely miss the Spirit Guardian, and then as he takes a step forward, a piece of stone underfoot kind of trips Snotflap. Oh shit! And he falls over, hitting the ground. I think that just ends his turn. This is a natural one, so he can't just like teleport and right himself or fix himself because he needs to have some sort of failure here. He is currently prone and on the ground, and he's like a tortoise right now. His arms and legs kicking up and down.
Ah, shit, I hate falling over.
Snotflap on his back. The Spirit Guardian pays him no heed. How far can you move? Probably not far enough. Let's see. He can get to Lyri, unfortunately for you guys, because he's big. That's the reason. Now, if he was a medium creature, he wouldn't be able to, but because he's large, he can. Now, I don't know what the raw ruling is on disengage, but I've always felt like it gives you the 5 feet extra movement, and then you use your 30 feet of movement on top of it. So I gave you 35 feet of movement there to try and get you out of its range, but because the creature is large, it can actually get to you. So Lyri getting back here, just about to pull the bow from their back, when suddenly the creature appears in front of you once more and is going to try and hit you with that spectral hammer again. Giant Mjolnir, an 8. A whiff. Lyri kind of probably still moving a little bit as this thing chases after them, slides underneath this once more as it clears their head. Lyri kind of righting themselves, coming to a stop, hand on blade, rapier still drawn. It is Lyri's turn. You are Lyri. What does Lyri do? You can attack with the melee, attack melee rapier, disengage again and try and run away. You can use a scroll. You can move with that disengaging and try and get away from the creature. You can equip a shield as part of your action. You can dodge. You can try to intimidate the creature. We can keep that on there. You can attempt to make it drop the hammer and disarm it. We can keep that on there. The gold is on the floor away from you, so I think that's gone now. The option to give it the gold is lost because the gold is scattered around the previous area that you were standing in. Disengage and try and climb up one of the stone arches. There isn't any stone arches. They're just on the map, but really they're stone. There's just stone. There's just stones in the ground and a cliff around you. You're not actually at Stonehenge. The map is... I didn't create this map. It's just the closest thing I could find in 1 minute to an actual stone circle, to give you an idea. So there's no actual Stonehenge shit going on. I think this will do. Go. The choice is yours. Was gonna do some proper punches, but then remembered that I'm not allowed to move that much. Love it so much. Really looking forward to getting my EKG results back and finding out I have 6 weeks to live. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's definitely worth it. I certainly won't be dead in the next month, I'm sure. Cue up that music again, baby. Roll. Guys, roll the we just paid good money for that battle theme from our wonderful friends at Epidemic Sound. The plus side, you want us to do podcast stuff. Well, I will, because I'm going to do it tonight during Deathless, so it'll be done and then I'll die. I will have spent my last few moments just doing absolute mindless, monotonous bitch boy work for Table Story. Attack it, screams the chat. Fuck it. Hit him, screams the chat room. Okay, start rolling, chat. You have a +4 to this attack. My memory's correct. +4. Pulling the rapier out again. Spinning it around. And taking a swing at the Spirit Guardian. Lyri attempts to show their strength. Prove your worth. What did it used to say in Street Fighter when you would beat up a car?
Test your might.
+4 to the attack roll. Let's see how you do. A 3, but we're taking the second roll, so keep going. You guys bored of D&D now? You sick of this campaign? You want to do something else on Sundays? Is that what's going on? You're over it? You were enjoying it, but now you don't want to do it anymore? Or is it because I started an hour late for Americans and they don't understand why that's happening? The winning roll is an 18. No, that's a hit. I mean, you're definitely going to hit. Let's do it. That's a natural one, but ignore it because that's just the way that I gain access to the damage here. Nuerg says, no! I'm not finished.
Pass.
A strike from Lyri to the Spirit Guardian will deal 6 piercing damage. However, because this is a non-magical weapon, right? This is just a normal rapier you picked up off the ground. And it isn't silvered. It only deals 3 damage. Snotflap was dealing the full magic damage because his weapon is magical. This strikes the creature, Lyri aiming perfectly with a thrust and a lunge, striking at a part of this creature that clearly isn't like solid stone. The weapon strikes the thing, but she senses there's something wrong. It doesn't do as much damage as it should. This is a spectral creature in nature, and you deal 3 damage to it. Nuerg has earned you a wheel spin, everyone. The next roll will be a natural 1. Thank you, Nuerg.
Thank you, Nuerg.
Shouts the Spectral Guardian. It is Snotflap's turn. Snotflap's going to stand up. That's half of his movement. What's he got? 30 feet. He can move 15 feet. He can dash as a bonus action and do another 30 to here. And then throw his weapon at this creature. On a 10, launching it through the air, it strikes the creature, glancing off the back of it. Again, hitting a sort of toughened part of this Spirit Guardian. If the attack hits, which it doesn't, Snotflap can teleport to the dagger's location, which I did wrongly at the first part of this. So the dagger is now here on the ground. Really, we need to add it as a little thing, don't we? How do I do that? A dagger token. Dagger. Oh, he's dagger. Perfect. And if I make like basically a character sheet for the warp dagger and just use this as its token, I wonder if I can just do this. Yeah, every time. Okay. There's the dagger, so we can keep track of it. Bringing us to the Spirit Guardian, who is going to attempt to slap Lyri once more with that hammer. An 18 is going to hit this time and deal 7 slashing damage to Lyri. Lyri striking this creature, looking up, realizing that the lunge hasn't dealt as much damage as they had hoped. Boom! Is just smacked backwards, spinning around, the Tweety bird around their head as they are struck by this attack. Is it a natural one? Is what a natural one? Whatever you're saying, no. But your next roll will be a natural one. So what would you like to do? Next thing you roll will be a natural one. You can attack, disengage, use a scroll, move without disengaging, equip the shield, dodge, try to intimidate, attempt to make it drop the hammer. A wheel spin. Yeah, your next roll is a natural one, not just the next roll. Is what that means. Any other options in there? It's not, you're not voting yet. You're still, how, we're still putting the things in. It says start, if it says start poll here, the poll hasn't begun yet. Alright, I quit, you won. You could say. Convince Snotflap to distract the thing and have it go for him. Start resting like a shark. Insight check, Brad shrug. Away you go. Now the poll has begun. Now the poll has begun. Remember, the next thing you roll will be a natural one. You can do it now, you can put it off, but it will happen. You can have some control over what it is. Maybe it will be something that we summon up and call for. You have a couple of subs in the spin wheel that I've missed. I'm going to say there's 5 in there, so 5 more subs and we'll spin the wheel. If we can get an exact 5 subs, we'll spin the wheel again. You guys are going to use your action to equip your shield. Put the shield on. AC goes up to 15. There we go. No one sub. No one sub. Right, now I need 5 more. Okay, you've used your action to equip your shield. You can move without disengaging. You can not dodge. You can or stay put. Those are your options. Guys. You've done okay, now we need another 5. So hold on a second here. Guys, just hold on a second. Guys, can we just get exactly 5 subs, please? Is that... Can we just get exactly 5? That's all. Alright, you've got 2 wheel spins, but can we get exactly 5? Alright, no one else sub. Okay. Up for... Okay, that's 3 wheel spins. Thank you so much for the subs, but we just need to stop on 5. Instructions not clear. Chat is one entity. Exactly 5, please. Okay, stop. Right. Excellent work. Kumagi wins the day. Our hero, Kumagi. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Bew. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Lux. Thank you, Shadow. What is that, 4 fucking wheel spins? Incredible work. Let's get back to it. You're going to stay put. Lyri's staying put. It's Snotflap's turn, but first we spin a bunch of wheels. Let's go. 1 wheel spin. Summons up 4 more bosses. Something good happens. Let's do that. Thank you, Theory. Something good. So this is very minor. Something good. What would you like it to be? Suggestions from the chat. It can be, it's something minor, so it can't just be like, we win D&D, or we win the entire game, the creature explodes. Just something minor here. Weapon upgrade is pretty strong. Temporary weapon enchantment. That is correct. That's where we're at. Suggest what you want, but I'll determine whether it's too powerful or not. A fly binds the spirit. A fly, you know. Action surge recharges. Dagger warps back to Snotflap on its own. Nice. Yeah. Any other suggestions? Just something good. Something that you could want to happen. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Something good. It stumbles on the next turn and loses its attack of opportunity. The thing gets copy and drops its hammer. I don't need this for you. Then Chicklet came up with the exact same thing. Spellwind casts Healing Word. 1 level of exhaustion goes away. I'll allow it. Go. Something good is going to happen on that first wheel spin. Temporary weapon enchantment. A fly binds the spirit. Action surge recharges. The dagger warps back to Snotflap on its own. It stumbles on its next turn and loses its attack of opportunity. The thing gets cocky, drops its hammer and says, I don't need this for you. The Spellwind casts Healing Word on Lyri, or that 1 level of exhaustion that you have goes away. What would you like to happen? Vote in the chat room. You type the number of the thing that you want on the left there in the chat room on Twitch, and it will vote for whatever the thing is. The thing will the thing will vote happen. I wonder if I still have this loaded up. A temporary weapon enchantment. A temporary weapon enchantment. The weapon becomes magical in Lyri's hand. You see wisps of arcane energy suddenly moving around the rapier. There is little blue dots that appear along the blade. Lyri recognizing and understanding that this means the weapon is now temporarily a magic weapon, which means it will do full damage to the spectral guardian if you hit it, the spirit guardian if you hit it. Okay, second wheel spin of 4. A potion. Okay, you get a potion. Pull up my potion generator. Potion. Why doesn't it work? You son of a bitch. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1d4. 2. Neutralize poison, uncommon potion. So you currently have, the potion slot is knowledge. I think healing potions you can stock. But these potions... Oh, maybe they work as the... they should work the same as magic items, actually, shouldn't they? So let's do... another loot, which is... uncommon potion. Well, we'll just call it potion. This is not equipped. Neutralize poison. Neutralizes all poisons affecting you. Contains 1 dose. Okay? So you have... these potions. We'll make a list here. And these are the potions that you can have. Maybe if I do like this, it will help us determine which list is which. This is potions and this is loot. So you have equipped the knowledge potion, temporarily increase int. But you have the neutralize poison potion that you can switch out after the combat. 4. Okay, spin the wheel again. Thank you, Jaeger, for the 51-month resub. Another magical item. Now this is going to get shifty because you've already got 2 and you can only hold 2 at a time. So we're gonna have to start equipping things at the beginning of each session. Let's see here, because I have a brand new table. Roll me a d20, chat. This is down to you. Link's backpack full of magical stuff. Yes, exactly that. You're going to need a bag of holding pretty soon. We're not going to take that 11, Kyrie. We're going to take the next thing that comes up. I've got to sit down again. Just absolutely love having no energy. Feeling really good. That's how long I can stand up, by the way. count the minutes. However long that was is how long I can stand up before I'm utterly and totally exhausted and have to sit back down again. I know it doesn't seem like I'm very unwell because I'm like living my life and doing things and like running streams and things, but my god. I'm just running on half the energy I should have. Wow, the Amulet of Warmth is what you've just gotten, which is hilarious because the Amulet of Warmth is probably what the Frostheart Orb does for you. Keeps the wearer warm in cold climates, preventing exhaustion due to cold weather, which I think you get from the Frostheart Orb, right? In cold environments, the wearer must make a Constitution saving throw every hour or gain 1 level of exhaustion. No, this counters that, but you have to have it equipped. Remember? So it counters the Frostheart Orb thing that someone annoyed me last week, right? And they were like, that's not so bad. And so we added this additional negative thing. Do you remember? It's hilarious. But you will have to use your other thing, right? So let's make the handout, and this is the Amulet of Warmth. While Midjourney creates me an item. Oh, that looks cool. Amulet of Warmth. Literally designed to burn down the world. Amulet. Common. Common item in case you ever want to sell these things. That's why I'm making sure to add these, because that'll determine how much it's worth. So you have the Amulet of Warmth, the Amulet of Undaunting, and the Frostbane Orb. Is that what it's called? Frostheart Orb. Okay, now currently equipped you have the Frostheart Orb and the Amulet of Undaunted. Okay, nice. Third wheel spin. Quad Vantage. The next thing you roll will be a natural one. And then, after that, it'll be Quad Vantage, which means you have advantage twice. Next wheel spin. Another potion. Here we go. A 4. That means it's going to be a good one. Invisibility potion. Okay. You also have a potion of invisibility, which will allow you to turn invisible for 1 hour or until you make an attack or cast a spell. 1 dose. Okay, is that all the wheel spins? It is, right? Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for the subs, everyone. I hope you're happy with your spins. Whoever got, whoever didn't get the natural one. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. 8 more subs and we'll spin again. But until then, it is Snotflap's turn. I guess Snotflap needs to run over, recollect his weapon. Disengage. Throw it. Get a 14, which is a miss. God. He throws the thing, striking again the stone of this thing's back.
This thing's tougher than old nails.
With the dagger again landing on the ground. Bringing us to the Spirit Garden. Who is going to Spirit Garden? Who is going to attempt to slap you again? A 9, a miss. As Lyri jumps out of the way, bringing their shield off of their back and bringing it up, bringing the rapier out. The rapier now magical. It is Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? I think I already know what you're going to do. Let's put the options on anyway. Attack with the melee. Disengage and move away. Use the scroll. Move without disengaging. Dodge. Any other creative options from the chat room? Speak now or forever hold your nose. Let's see. 2 magical items in total equipped, or 2 items per kind, like 2 rings. Two in total. Well, you can only attune to 3 in normal D&D. It's just that no one really runs that role. Throw the rapier to Snotflap. This will be a natural one. HP, you have 9 of 18 HP left. Win at D&D by making a perception check to use up the nat 1. Okay, there you go. There's your options. There's your options. What are you gonna do? What does Lyri do? Attack, disengage, use scroll, move, dodge, throw the rapier to Snotflap, or win at D&D by making a perception check to use up the natural 1. You can't just say you're making a check. This is not gonna go well. Win at D&D by making a perception check to use up the natural 1. Alright.
I use a perception check.
Lyri opens their eyes very wide as the Spirit Guardian swings that stone, the hammer. there is still bits of stone and dust and debris that fling off of it into Lyri's eyes, blinding them for 1 round. A blinded condition in 5A. You fucking... A blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature attack rolls have disadvantage. Whose idea was this? Durkee? You think I haven't been doing this for years? For people worse than you? I've had to DM for Wax Steven. The worst person. You are blinded. Now, you can use your bonus action Second Wind, which is a heal. What does that do to Quadvantage? Nothing. You just have... oh, if you attack with blindness, it will cancel out 1. Right? And then you'll still get the 3 advantaged ones. It'll turn one of them into a normal roll. Actually, no, it would turn all of them into a normal roll, wouldn't it? That's what it would do. Turns all of them into a normal roll. So you can hold that Quadvantage by once again trying to game the system on your next turn. We'll see what you come up with. Yes, overwhelmingly yes. Use the 1d10 plus 2 heal here for 7. I don't know why it's not updating your HP here on the screen. Foundry, baby. It's time for the Foundry. You're actually at 16 of 18 HP. Okay, stumble away and move. The thing will get to hit you. Yes. You will be attacked. No. Stay put. Shield is already equipped. Also, it takes an action to equip the shield, so you've already used your action. You used your action to blind yourselves for a round. We can see next round, right? No. It will end at... the effect will end at the end of your next turn. What do you think? We're fucking around here? This is D&D. You think you can get away with fucking about? You think you can just burn that natural 1? You might as well try to attack him. At least then you'd have some integrity, which goes a lot further with me than this bullshit of trying to win D&D shit. I hate people that try and win D&D. And you haven't learned that. Week in, week out. The things that fuck you up, and have fucked you up for 2 campaigns now, is you lot that try and win D&D. And there are actions, and there are consequences, okay? Staying put. Okay, Snotflap is gonna collect the weapon. Disengage. Throw it. A 15's gonna hit. Finally.
Finally.
He will deal 6 piercing damage to the Spirit Guardian. And then the Spirit Guardian needs to make a dexterity saving throw and beat a 13, a 21. Spirit Guardian makes the save this time.
Shit.
Snotflap teleports to the dagger to recollect it. but he can't disengage again, so he's going to stay right there. It is the Spirit Guardian's turn. Spirit Guardian has advantage on this attack roll against you. With a spectral hammer, it comes in once more. Oops. A 21 will hit you, dealing 9 slashing damage to Lyri. Lyri is now actually down to 7 HP as Lyri kind of stumbles blindly and then just bang, hit across the back of the head, stumbling forward, gripping onto rapier and shield. It's probably more like how it sounds. Dirky Dirk feeling guilty. The guilt. Thank you, Dirk. Dave, my friend, thank you for the resub. It is Lyri's turn. Blind. Blind. What does Lyri do? Blind. Quad vantage. Blind until the end of the turn. You have the ability to attack with a rapier with disadvantage. Disengage and run away. Use the scroll of bonfire. Move without disengaging. Dodge, which will give creatures against you disadvantage. And any other options here, go for it. Do you have flanking rules? No. People that play flanking, I mean, it's already so... D&D 5e is already so easy. It's like putting it on story mode. Heal? You have no way of healing. You don't have any healing things. You either need a healing scroll or potions, or you've got your second wind, which has been used. Use potion of invisibility. That is not equipped. You currently have equipped the potion of knowledge, which will temporarily increase your int. Hi, Andreas. Oh, you got banned in Orcish's channel. Is that what happened? What happened here? What did you do? You did something to wind everyone up. I don't know what you did. Why? Alright, you got no good ideas. Here you go. The choice is yours. What was the joke? Is that what it was? All right, well, see ya. Dodge or attack? What will it be? Dodge. Okay. All creatures have disadvantage to attack you. This is what is happening. This. All creatures have disadvantage to attack you as you start dodging, but they also have advantage to hit you, so it cancels each other out. That's it, isn't it? Move? You want to just type yes or no in the chat? Do you want to move? No. Snotflap's turn. Snotflap, disengage. Move back. Throw the dagger. Warp strike. 15's gonna hit. And deal 9 piercing damage. Creature must make a dexterity saving throw. And beat a 13. A 4, a failure. Disoriented, has disadvantage on its next attack. It is the creature's attack now. It has disadvantage to hit you. Oh, he's going to teleport back over and recollect his weapon as well. It has disadvantage to hit you from Snotflap. It also has disadvantage because you're dodging. It has advantage because you are blinded, so this is just a normal attack since disadvantage doesn't stack. Normal attack. Here we go. A 12 misses because you've got the shield. Actually, I think it was 13 without the shield. So, yeah, stumbling around here, a strike comes in from behind from Snotflap. The giant spectral hammer over the top of Lyri's head. Now you're no longer blinded. And it's your turn. Again, what does Lyri do? You have quadvantage here. Any other suggestions in the chat room? What you want to do? Quadvantage means we roll 4 times and take the highest number. Good chance for a crit. Make a perception check. There's your options. Attack melee, disengage, use scroll, move without disengaging, dodge, make a perception check. Here we go, baby. This is it. This is what it's all been building to. A quadvantage, hyper strike, the Omni Slash, Octo Slash, Quadro Slash. Start rolling. You have a +4 to this attack roll. We're going to take all 4, including the first one rolled. Keep rolling until we see 4. 4 different numbers. A 16. Can you beat a 16, chat? From Pranav. Can you beat the 16? Let's go. Keep rolling until we see higher than a 16. That's currently a dirty 20, so you've definitely hit him. Can you crit? Can someone roll a 20? That's a natural 1 from Aquasnakes. You should stop rolling. Maybe go and make a cup of tea for the remainder of the stream. An 11, not good enough, Durkee. Last one. Can we get a 20? Can we pull a 20? A 13, no. We're taking Pranav's 16. You have a +4 to hit. Right? Yes. Here we go. What's the damage output? 6. The creature is down to 7 HP. When? It bursts into smoke and arcane dust. From the smoke, Snotflap, Lyri covering their eyes as the dust settles. A creature standing before you says,
Alright. Stop. Stop, I said. You've tested your might.
Standing before you is a small, elderly-looking, spectral dwarf. Wearing just sort of very plain-looking, ancient-looking garb. The type of thing that you wouldn't really see anybody wearing in the modern era. The year of the realm, 873. Is that what year it is in Final Fantasy 16? In one hand he holds a staff, which is smoking constantly, as if a flame had just been put out perpetually. He says,
I am the Dwarf Spirit Guardian. DSG. You can call me Doug.
Doug presents himself to you.
You've tested your might, and you are very strong indeed.
Snotflap throws the warp dagger at the Dwarf Spirit Guardian.
Kill it now.
The warp dagger flies straight through the back of the Spirit Guardian's head, landing on the other side. He teleports to it. Doug continues to speak to Lyri as if nothing happened.
Now, you must test your dexterity.
Lyri says, more trials. Very well. What is the test of dexterity? At this moment, suddenly, launching towards Lyri, a rock appears in the periphery. There is a freeze frame as Lyri's eyes look and see a rock right here. The Dwarf Spirit Guardian's little left hand has done the Jedi thing of force pushing an item, launching it at Lyri's head. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw, please. Lyri has a +2 to dexterity. Go. Roll d20 in the chat. Exclamation point. Roll d20. The dwarf launching a little rock towards your head. We're not going to take that 10. We're going to take the next number that comes up as a winning roll from the chat room. We've got to flush the previous rolls out. A 13 +2. Ducking underneath this thing. The rock launches across the stone circle. Lyri ducking down from this thing, blue hair lifting up in the air as the rock The Dwarf Spirit Guardian says,
You have passed the dexterity trial. Congratulations. But now, the final trial lies before you. And perhaps, as spirited a warrior as you are, as dexterous and quick, perhaps your mind must be tested.
He, in a wisp of smoke, vanishes and reappears on another part of the stone circle here. As he steps and walks around, he touches 4 of the stone circles and you see them light up with different effects. Each of the tops of these 4 stones that he touches light up slightly. On one of them, you can see that they have these sort of faded carvings that suddenly light up with natural elements. You see a flame, a wave, a gust of wind, and a mountain peak. Doug says,
Let's see what you make of this.
He sits on a rock, crosses his arms, resting his ever-smoking staff against the pillar beside him and watches. What does Leary do? Again, the elements are a flame, a wave, a gust of wind, and a mountain peak. Drink the potion of knowledge. Okay. Cover them from the sun. This is your option. I'm not. This is all on you. I'm not giving you any mechanical things here. Whatever you suggest in the chat room, we will go ahead. Blow on the wind one. Create bonfire, scroll. It's infinite on flame one. Any other options? From the chat room. We'll plug them in and see what you get. Get closer and inspect each one carefully. Spit on the wave one. I don't like how you're just spitting and blowing on everything immediately. Sit in the middle and begin to meditate. Your immediate reaction is spit and blow on it. Like it's a SNES cartridge or a penis. Alright. Drink knowledge potion on one. Cover them from the sun. Blow on the wind one. Create bonfire on the flame one. Get closer and inspect each one carefully. Spit on the wave one. Sit down in the middle and meditate. Place a stone on the mountain. One. On the mountain. Just leave and go to a mountain and place a stone on it and come back. You guys have -1 int. Yeah, let's see. You have -1 intelligence. Alright. Drinking the potion of knowledge. Glug, glug. Potion of knowledge. Unequipped. And drinked. I'll just auto-equip the only other potion you have. The neutralized poison potion is now the only potion you have equipped. And your int temporarily increases by 2. You thought you were getting like a 10. Your int goes up to a 0. Okay. You now have a slightly better int thing. I'm just going to put the words investigation check on there. Just, you know. And the poll is going again. Cover them from the sun, blow on the wind one, create bonfire on the flame one, get closer to inspect each one carefully, spit on the wave one, sit down in the middle and meditate, place a stone on mountain, investigation check. You're now of average intelligence, which no one in this chat room has ever achieved before, because Maya's not here. What's the difference between 4 and 8? Get closer and inspect each one carefully, and investigation check. There is no difference. We'll combine those two. That's what you're doing. Let's just do it. Start rolling, guys. You're going to do an investigation check either way. So do an investigation check. It is now a 0, so it's whatever you roll, we get. We'll take the second roll. As Lyri kind of moves around. The area. A 6. Walking from stone to stone with that incredibly increased intelligence, a flowers for Algernon situation happens here as your intelligence drops once again to 8 for this failure. Is Snotflap more intelligent than Lyri? Yes. Yes, he is. He's more intelligent, but he's much more codependent. Yeah, you see Lyri move from stone to stone, but can't really make out anything about these stones other than that each one has a flame, a wave, a gust of wind on it, and a mountain peak. I think you learn nothing from wandering around and rolling a 6 here. Any other bright ideas? You've got cover them, blow on them, flame on them, spit on them, sit down, stone on them. Ask Snotflap what to do. Can the stones be moved? Kicking them, it doesn't look like it. Improv a song about the elements. Okay, there's your options. There's your options. How big are the stones? Pretty big. The size of a like an average tree stump, you know, a foot across. Alright, what are we doing? Ask Snotflap. Lyri turns to Snotflap and says, I can't make heads or tails of this. What do you think? Snotflap is sitting, growling at the ghost.
What?
The stones, what do you make of them? Each one has an element carved and glowing in it. A flame,
What are you saying?
The stones, what do you think of these stones?
I don't care. There's something over there. Can you see it?
Yes, that's Doug.
I'm gonna bite him. I think. I'm gonna bite him. That's what I'm gonna do.
Snotflap starts sneaking around as if he's creeping up. He's going to try and bite the ghost. Snotflap is of no use to you here. He might be more intelligent, but he is a goblin. It's relative, like a dog. He has dog intelligence. He has dog intelligence of 10. But not human intelligence. That's not nice. I don't make this up. That's just what he is. I'm not judging him for it. I'm just telling you. That's how it works. He's a goblin. He has dog intelligence. Hey, most people who are humans only have dog intelligence. And they're out there making dinner and driving cars and shit. Okay? Okay, let's give you the options again. What do you want to do? The options are back up. The poll is back up. In the background, Snotflap jumps towards Doug, passing straight through the ghost of the ancient dwarf and landing on the other side.
Oh shit. He can't be bitten. I will devise another way to kill him.
You're not going to win D&D, guys. Not like that. The choice is now yours. You got to solve this puzzle. You can't just ask an NPC to solve a puzzle. Has that ever been the case in Fallout? Can you do that in Skyrim without a mod? No. You got to do it. You got to do the stupid fucking silly dragon fucking puzzle bullshit. YouTube it is always an option. Blow on the wind one. Lyri heads over to the wind stone and says, "Ah, to hell with it." It lights up. You've activated the wind one. Do you want to do these other things? Bonfire on the flame one, spit on the wave one, place a stone on the mountain one. Should we just fast forward through them? Because that's, I'm guessing, what you'd like to do. You can just say yes or no in the chat. Heading over to the mountain one, Lyri picks up a rock. I suppose I'll try this. Puts it on top. Well, that worked. Heads over to the bonfire one. Pulls out the scroll. Ignites it. Is this a flame noise? Kind of. The scroll ignites a bonfire on the rock briefly. And it activates the next one. And heading over to the last rock, there he goes. This is rather uncouth. Activating the final rock. The dwarf says,
"Oh, not just a dog person then. Interesting. Okay, you've passed. Now, take a look at this." One of the stones, the central circle stone, opens up. A plinth rises up out of this thing, and on the plinth are lots of different sharp pointed edges of rock, like that thing that Kal-El uses in the Fortress of Solitude, but made of stone.
On each of these fingers of stone is a ring. Looking at the different rings, you can make out that these things are different looking. Lyri says, I can have these?
Oh no, you can have one. One of these 9 rings given to the dwarves.
One. Okay, well, what do they do?
Well, that's for you to find out. But have your pick.
The 9 rings given to dwarves. Which of the 9 dwarven rings does Lyri choose? So, there's a heavy iron ring with dark green veins of malachite. There's a brass ring with a tiny vein of ember stone running through it. There is a rugged stone textured ring with flecks of iron. There is a blackened steel ring with an engraved dwarven rune for courage, which you inexplicably know. There is a thick ring of grey stone carved with the image of a mountain range. There is a smooth bronze ring with a faintly glowing orange gemstone in it. There is a ring crafted from polished onyx and etched with intricate patterns resembling mountain paths. There is a silver ring with a ruby-like stone that glows faintly when in cold areas. And there is a broad iron ring engraved with dwarven runes for stability and strength. The 9 rings. Which of the 9 rings does Lyri choose? The choice is yours. Could be the last chance for a wheel spin here. 4 more subs and we'll spin the wheel one last time before I pass out. I continue to be unwell. One day these sessions will last a bit longer than 2 hours. I'm hoping, but I'm still just exhausted and dying all the time. And specifically today, I'm having a lot of actual heart trouble, which means it's weirdly difficult to talk for a long time. I think probably because I'm not breathing enough or something, I don't know. And it makes my job, which is talking, hard to do, especially on these kinds of streams. I'm sorry, I know that I've been just absolutely not with it. The last 4 months have been killing me. I've been doing my best, but... oh, man, do I just not have the... I don't have the power, Captain. I don't have the power. Hopefully this has been fun regardless. I know that the D&D streams can sometimes feel a bit short. I mean, to be honest, this is about how long I run an episode of Table Story. About 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'd like to do like a 3-hour session of this. I should, hopefully, I'm tapering off this medicine. As it sits right now, the predicted time for me to be off of this medicine will be, I think, the very beginning of December, very end of November. I should be off of the medicine, and then I think it'll still be another week or so before I fully adjust to feeling better. But hopefully at the beginning of December I'll be back to just sort of feeling normal, because I'll be entirely off the medicine. Maybe a bit before that if I'm lucky. Just tapering off the medicine, you know, because there'll be so little of it in my system, will be enough. But we'll see, you know, we'll see. We don't do these sessions every day. These are Sundays only as Twitch plays. But I do run D&D on a different channel called Table Story. If you like D&D, I highly recommend following that. It's not just me. There are other people that run shows on there. There are shows Monday, Tuesday, Friday and Sunday at the moment, with 2 more coming up very soon. So keep an eye on that. Brand new shows. You would like to take the broad iron ring engraved with dwarven runes for stability and strength. The dwarf guardian Doug hops off of the stone that he was standing on and appears next to you. His little dwarven hand reaching up, lifting the ring off of the stone plinth with all of the stone fingers at different heights with the rings on. They begin to descend again back down into the stone circle. He says,
"May it grant you dwarven prowess."
handing the ring to Lyri. He says,
"That was crafted for warriors, anchoring you, granting you a steadier stance even in the most chaotic battles. That is the Ring of Granite Grasp. Goodbye."
And he vanishes. You now have the Ring of Granite Grasp. Snotflap jumps at the ghost, biting down just as he vanishes, falling and rolling over. Snotflap is a pure NPC, so no, he can't equip things or win things. He just exists to make sure that you survive. He's Torgal. Torgal! Garuda! So you now have another item. Let's see, you know what? I could have used that time to generate a piece of artwork for it, couldn't I? Let's see what we get. So it is another item. You got a couple of items today, huh? In fact, over the last 2 weeks, you've actually kind of got a bunch of magic items here. This is the Ring of Granite Grasp. Now, what this does for you is it gives you advantage on strength checks made to avoid being pushed or knocked prone if you equip it. Broad iron ring engraved with dwarven runes for stability and strength, crafted for warriors. It anchors the wearers, granting them steadier stance, even in the most chaotic of battles. King of the Iron Fist Tournament. Yes. Dude, this campaign's banging, dude. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I know that I make jokes about how it's the only way I make money every week, but I actually really enjoy how this campaign works out every week. I really want to do another hour. I'm really I can feel myself it's crazy. It's the weirdest feeling. It's like I've been for a run. So you have the Ring of Granite Grasp. You have the Amulet of Warmth. The Amulet of the Undaunted. The Frostheart Orb. And currently equipped, you've got the Frostheart Orb and the Amulet of the Undaunted. The Frostheart Orb is sort of a must-have for you because of the curse that you have. Lyri has a curse that no fire can ever be put out in the presence of Lyri. The Frostheart Orb will give you immunity to fire damage, so you sort of negates the danger from the other thing. And you currently have the Amulet of the Undaunted, which is giving you advantage on saving throws against being frightened. But we could maybe remind me at the beginning of the next session. No, we'll do it now. What should we equip? What should we equip? What I'll say is we'll keep the orb on for now because you need it, but we'll unequip the Amulet of Undaunted. Magic item slot 2. Equip the Amulet of the Undaunted. Thank you for those subs. We'll do another wheel spin here as well, right at the end. Well, I guess we'll just put this. Protects against frightened condition. The Amulet of Warmth, right, which is the one that keeps the wearer warm and kind of prevents exhaustion and cold weather. And then the Dwarven Ring of Granite Grasp. Advantage to strength to avoid prone pushed. What do you want to equip in magic item slot 2? I'm just going to go ahead and make the executive choice that I think probably everyone would agree that the Frostheart Orb needs to remain. What kind of terrain is the current location? It's cliffs. It's not really very cold or warm. There is we're gonna move on to another area at the beginning of next week. You've completed this area. You know, this is like ticked off on the world map. But it's just cliffs, sort of average grass-covered cliffs, not particularly freezing, not particularly warm either. Do we know what the next area will look like? The whole area is the same thing for the whole region. You're in an area. Okay, we're going to do the exhaustion from cold, Amulet of Warmth equipped. Equip it! The Amulet of Warmth. And you have the Ring of Granite. What was it called? Grasp as well. In your items here. You got a neutralized poison, Frostheart Orb, Amulet of Warmth equipped. And let's have a quick look at the world map. But really, I need like a little tick or something, don't I? Like a, what do you call it in America? A checkbox. If only these weren't. I mean, these are going to be the most annoying thing ever. Oh yes, perfect. Look at that. The stone circle has been completed. Congratulations. You know what? I hate that there. I'm gonna do this. Or maybe this. So is the tower. And you're in an area known as Badgerbrook West. Which is this whole section of the map on the west of Badgerbrook, along these cliffs on the ocean side. So nearby there's the natural spring, the wildflowers, and the monument. You've done half of the monument. You beat the creature at the monument but didn't collect the reward. You know, like when you're playing an RPG and you beat a boss and there's a box in the background you can see throughout the entire fight, but you can't pick it up. You know, you can't access it because you're in combat mode or whatever. That was that entire fight with the monument. And then you went, ooh, an amulet. And as you reached for it, you teleported away on a random wheel spin. Speaking of wheel spin, we have one more wheel spin to do. And then we'll go ahead and skedaddle. What do you get? It's going to be a boss battle, isn't it? Don't let me forget. I know you're going to want to. But that's a natural one. Yes, baby. That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. The next roll will be a natural. Next roll, a natty 1 written in my notes. That's hilarious. Tune in next Sunday for the next session of the Adventures of Lyri. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I'm sorry they're a little short on Sundays. I'm very unwell at the moment, and it's not very fun. I'm getting better. I don't feel as bad as I used to feel, but I think I'm just sort of, you know, getting used to feeling like shit is what I think is happening. I did some blood tests. I've got an EKG coming up. I'll let you know how they work out. I don't know when I'll get the results for the blood test. I'm hoping just tomorrow, just to get it out of the way. I'm hoping I wake up and I just get them straight away and it says I'm fine, but we'll see. So there might still be a couple of days here and there over the next month or so where I will be, you know, back and forth out of it, or maybe the streams will be a bit shorter, but hopefully we'll be back to sort of usual scheduling bullshit soon enough. Yeah, I'm sorry, I know the streams haven't been great. It's killing me more than it's killing you. It's literally killing me because I can't afford anything. So I do appreciate everyone coming out on Sundays and supporting the channel. Then you're all better, right? We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. Tomorrow we're gonna do, you know, unless everything goes wrong, I think tomorrow we're just gonna watch some shit. If you're down for that, we're gonna watch some TikToks. We've got a bunch of them. There are 33 that have been submitted. I would like at least 37. So if you could submit some if you see a funny TikTok that you think would be funny to watch on stream, you can submit those on the Discord. You send Brad Reacts. We're gonna watch some episodes of Taskmaster. We've got 2 episodes of Taskmaster to watch, so you can get involved again, like today, where you get involved. So we're gonna do that tomorrow as well. And Lux can't even make it. If you enjoyed D&D today, we're gonna do this again next Sunday. If you want to watch, you can. If not, I don't care. That's fine. You can watch D&D on Table Story throughout the week. We have a brand new show that just started on Sundays called Deathless. A very vampiric show. It's on tonight on Table Story if you want to watch that. That'll be live with daylight savings, EU viewers, by the way. With daylight savings, Table Story runs on American time, so it'll be their time of 3 p.m, which I think at the moment, what is that? That's an hour earlier for us, or an hour later for us. What time is it right now in the US? An hour earlier. So for us, it will be in 2 hours. So 7 p.m. for us. And that will go out, that will go throughout the week as well. So that will be for Gatewalkers, Cura, and non-canon this week. Will all be 1 hour earlier for if you're in the EU. So bear that in mind this week, and I'll see you for one of those things at some point. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I need to go and sit down. But Braid, you're already sitting down. I know. Damn.